Camilla didn't just hurt Diana. She built a file, and William has it. 20 acts, not rumors, documented the letters, the 1989 tape, the dinners, the weekends at Highgrove, the photographs the press paid for, the interview Charles gave in 1994. Diana watched all of it before she died. Then William turned 15. Then he walked behind her coffin. Then he never forgot a single act. Every act Camilla committed against Diana is now a power William holds over her. Camilla already feels it. She quietly moved Ray Milhouse into her children's names. She is not waiting to find out which act he punishes first. We're going through all 20. Act 20 is the one Charles cannot defend her from. It is also the one Diana documented herself before 1997. A son with a list, working through it while she is still queen. Let's count them down. Number 1. She came back. 1986. Harry was a toddler. William was 4. Diana was raising 2 boys inside a marriage she still believed could work. And Camilla came back. Jonathan Dimbleby's authorized biography of Charles pinpoints 1986 as the year the affair resumed. Sally Bedell Smith confirmed it. Diana wasn't guessing. She knew. She told Andrew Morton she discovered in 1986 that her husband had renewed his old relationship. Think about that for 1 second. If you've spent 28 years watching this woman take everything Diana built, this is the act that started it. Camilla re-entered a marriage with 2 small boys in it, and nearly 40 years later, Diana's son named a monarchy reboot after the woman Camilla tried to erase. Marie Claire published it in May 2025. The reboot is called Diana's, and the second act happened 2 weeks before Diana's wedding day. She found it in Charles's desk. Number 2, the bracelet before the wedding. 2 weeks before Diana walked down the aisle, she found it. A gold bracelet engraved with the letters G and F Gladys and Fred, Charles and Camilla's secret names. Andrew Morton wrote about it in Diana. Her true story. Diana recalled the discovery left her devastated. Charles sent the bracelet to Camilla as a gift, 14 days before he married someone else. Diana wanted to call off the wedding. Her sisters talked her out of it. Camilla accepted a love token from a man about to marry another woman. So what did William do? He chose Diana's ring, not a new one, for Kate. He told ITV he wanted his mother close to it all. Camilla got a bracelet in secret. Kate got Diana's sapphire in public for the rest of time. But the bracelet wasn't the worst part, because Camilla didn't just accept a gift from Diana's fiancé. She showed up. Number 3, she sat in the church. July 29, 1981. 750 million people watched the wedding, and Camilla was in the cathedral. Diana said she spotted her. I knew she was in there, of course. I looked for her. Multiple sources confirm Camilla attended the ceremony at St. Paul's Cathedral. The woman Charles was in love with sat in a pew and watched him marry someone else. Camilla watched Diana walk down the aisle knowing the marriage was already compromised. And now Diana has a permanent seat of her own, a bronze statue in the sunken garden at Kensington Palace, surrounded by 4,000 forget-me-nots. And Camilla walks past it every time she visits the grounds. I really want to get to Act 11, the one where Charles confessed on national television and Camilla let him. But first, 4 through 10, because those 7 are the acts that happened behind closed doors, the ones Diana endured in silence. Number 4, the honeymoon photos. It started on the honeymoon. Diana told Andrew Morton, "We were opening our diaries to discuss various things. Out comes 2 pictures of Camilla, 2 photographs in Charles's personal diary on their honeymoon. Diana also discovered Charles was wearing cufflinks Camilla had given him, monogrammed, 2 intertwined C's. Camilla's presence followed Diana into her own honeymoon. William made sure Diana's presence would follow Camilla into hers. He keeps Diana's photographs in his home. His children see them every day. Diana's pictures live in the house of the future king. Camilla's honeymoon photos live in a diary nobody opens. Number 5, the private world. Gladys and Fred, their secret names, their private language, a world Diana wasn't part of. Morton covered it. Tina Brown laid it out in the Diana Chronicles. Charles and Camilla built an entire private identity, names, jokes, codes, while Charles was married to Diana. Diana found evidence of it before the wedding and again during the marriage. Camilla built a secret world inside Diana's marriage. William built a public one. Granny Diana. His children say it at the dinner table. The private name Camilla can hear but never own. Diana got a secret that hurt her. Diana's grandchildren got a name that heals them. Number 6, the Highgrove Weekends. While Diana was at Kensington Palace in London, Camilla was at Highgrove in Gloucestershire, Charles's country estate. Diana shared with Morton that she knew about the visits. Multiple biographers confirmed Camilla was a regular guest at Highgrove during the marriage. She attended private dinners, weekend gatherings, hunting parties. Camilla occupied Diana's husband's home while Diana waited in London. William learned from that. He runs his own home at Forest Lodge with no palace insiders, no butlers reporting to anyone in Camilla's office. NBC News confirmed it in August 2025. Diana's home was infiltrated. William made sure his never would be. And then came the tape, the one the palace hoped you'd never hear in full. Number 7, the 1989 tape, December 17, 1989. A phone call between Charles and Camilla was intercepted. Published by The Sun on January 12, 1993. 6 minutes. Charles said he wanted to live inside your trousers. He joked about reincarnating as a tampon. Camilla-gate? Tampon-gate. Camilla was on that call. She knew what she was saying. She laughed. And Netflix made sure the world heard it too. They recreated it in The Crown Season 5. Over 100 million households. A conversation buried in 1993 now plays on demand in every country, served by algorithm to people who weren't born when she made the call. Number 8, I Want My Husband, 1989. A party hosted by Lady Annabelle Goldsmith. Diana walked up to Camilla and said it to her face. Diana recounted exactly what happened. I know what's going on between you and Charles, and I just want you to know that. Camilla's response. You've got everything you ever wanted. All the men in the world fall in love with you. You've got 2 beautiful children. What more do you want? Diana's answer. 3 words that still echo 36 years later. I want my husband. Can you imagine? Looking at the woman who took your marriage and being told you already have enough. Camilla dismissed Diana's pain to her face, looked at a woman fighting for her marriage and told her she already had enough. And decades later, Diana's son gave Kate exactly what Diana asked for. A faithful husband, a united family, a man who chose her publicly, openly, without a secret name or a hidden bracelet. Every photograph of William and Kate together is the answer to the question Camilla dodged in 1989. Stay with me. Because Acts 9 through 13 are the ones that went public. These are the ones the whole country found out about. And Camilla couldn't deny a single one. Number 9, the 50th birthday party, July 1997. Charles threw Camilla a 50th birthday party at Highgrove. 6 weeks later, Diana was dead. Fox News and the AP Timeline both covered it. Camilla celebrated her milestone birthday in Diana's husband's house, in Diana's husband's garden, 6 weeks before Diana died in a tunnel in Paris. Diana's 60th? A bronze statue at Kensington Palace. William and Harry stood side by side to unveil it. Surrounded by flowers that mean, remember me. Camilla got a party that nobody remembers. Diana got a monument that will stand for centuries. Number 10. She triggered Diana's illness. Diana said it herself, on tape to Andrew Morton. She connected the onset of her bulimia directly to the knowledge that Charles and Camilla were still in contact. The bulimia started the week after we got engaged, Diana said. She knew about the bracelet. She knew about the phone calls. She knew she was marrying a man who was in love with someone else. And her body responded before her mind could process it. She described it as a cry for help inside a marriage she knew was already broken before it started. The affair contributed to a condition that tormented Diana for years, one she battled in secret while smiling for the cameras, and William turned that pain into something the country could use. He launched Heads Together in 2016, a mental health campaign built directly on what his mother suffered. Diana's pain became a national conversation. Camilla's act became the origin story of that conversation, and the country knows it. 10 acts, the affair, the bracelet, the wedding, the honeymoon, the private world, the weekends, the tape, the confrontation, the birthday party, the illness, all committed while Diana was alive, all on the record. And now all 10 have a consequence attached. The next 10 are the acts that went public, on camera, on the record, where the whole country could see. Starting with the one Charles delivered on national television while Diana was still alive. Number 11, Charles confessed on camera. June 29, 1994, ITV. The documentary, Charles the Private Man, The Public Role. Jonathan Dimbleby asked Charles directly if he had been faithful to Diana. Charles's answer, he had been faithful until it became irretrievably broken down, us both having tried. Dimbleby later named Camilla in his authorized biography. The affair was confirmed on national television to millions of viewers, while Diana was still married to Charles. Camilla knew the interview was happening. She didn't stop it. 23 years later, William walked into the same network, ITV. 2017, same cameras, but this time to honor Diana, not Charles. The documentary was called Diana, Our Mother, Her Life and Legacy. Same network, different story, Diana's story. And now, Acts 12 through 16. These are the ones Camilla committed after Diana died, the ones she thought would never be punished. Number 12, Operation PB. After Diana's death, Camilla's PR team launched a rehabilitation campaign codenamed Operation PB. Parker Bowles. Mark Bolland, Charles's deputy private secretary, orchestrated it, controlled media appearances, strategic leaks, managed photographs, first get Camilla seen with Charles in public, then get her seen with the boys, then get her accepted by the Queen, then get her the title. A 30-year plan executed step by step. Here's the thing about Operation PB. It worked on the institution, it worked on the press, it worked on Elizabeth, but it never worked on the country. 42% YouGov, January 2026. That's what 30 years of rehabilitation bought. Diana's approval never needed a campaign. It was given freely by a country that loved her. Camilla's approval was engineered by a PR team, and the country still isn't buying it. And the next act broke a promise that was made in Diana's name. Number 13, the broken promise. When Charles married Camilla in 2005, Clarence House announced she would be known as Princess Consort, never Queen. It was a direct concession to public anger over Diana's death. In February 2022, Elizabeth wrote that it was her sincere wish that Camilla be known as Queen Consort. By the coronation in May 2023, the word consort was dropped entirely. She became Queen Camilla, a promise made in Diana's memory, broken in broad daylight. And William? He'll decide what Camilla is called after Charles dies. Queen Dowager, Princess, or nothing at all. The title she lobbied 17 years to upgrade can be downgraded in a single memo. Number 14, she married him anyway. April 9, 2005, less than 8 years after Diana died in Paris. A civil ceremony at Windsor Guildhall, not in a church. The Archbishop of Canterbury wouldn't perform the ceremony. He attended a blessing afterward. The Queen skipped the civil ceremony entirely. Think about that. The Queen of England skipped her own son's wedding. Camilla married the man whose first wife died still fighting for the marriage Camilla had broken. And the country responded. The coronation was booed. 52 arrested on May 6, 2023. The country let her marry. It made sure she heard what it thought on the day she put on the crown. Number 15. She lobbied the Queen for 17 years. Elizabeth reportedly called Camilla that wicked woman. Tina Brown reported it. Despite that, Camilla spent 17 years, from the 2005 wedding to the 2022 Platinum Jubilee statement, lobbying for the title of Queen. Camilla pushed past the objections of the woman who loved Diana like a granddaughter. William doesn't need to push past anyone. He inherits the power automatically. and the title he controls is Camilla's. We're getting close to the act Diana documented herself, the one that makes every other act on this list permanent. Millions of people have waited 28 years to see this list come due. But first, 16 through 19, because they're the ones Camilla thought would never catch up with her. Number 16, she never said sorry. Not once, in 30 years. Not a public apology, not a private acknowledgement, not a single recorded instance of Camilla addressing what happened to Diana. Silence as strategy. She never admitted fault because fault would have derailed the rehabilitation. But silence has an expiration date. Harry broke it. In Spare, on 60 Minutes. He called Camilla the villain and dangerous. 3.2 million copies in the first week. 30 years of silence shattered by Diana's son in 7 days. Number 17. She used Diana's absence. After Diana died, the public stage was empty. The cameras had nobody to follow. The charities had nobody to champion. And Camilla filled that vacuum. Charity events, state dinners, Commonwealth visits, royal tours. She built her entire public profile in the space Diana's death created. Every engagement Camilla attended after 1997 was an engagement Diana would have attended. Every camera that followed Camilla was a camera that followed Diana before. Camilla used Diana's absence as the foundation of her rehabilitation. She couldn't have built that profile while Diana was alive. Diana would have filled every frame. But here's what Camilla didn't count on. Diana's presence came back, through William, through the Diana reboot. Marie Claire named it. Roya Nika confirmed it. The absence Camilla relied on for 28 years doesn't exist anymore, and the next act is the one you see every time you watch a state event. Number 18. She took Diana's seat. Every state dinner, every Trooping the Color, every Remembrance Sunday, every Christmas broadcast, Camilla now sits where Diana sat. Stands where Diana stood, walks where Diana walked. Camilla took Diana's position in the institution, and Kate will take Camilla's. When the reign changes, Kate sits in the front row. Kate hosts the state dinners. Kate stands beside the king. Diana's daughter-in-law inherits the seat Camilla took from Diana's memory. Number 19. She wore the crown Diana was denied, May 6, 2023. Camilla was crowned queen alongside Charles in Westminster Abbey. Diana was never crowned. Diana lost her HRH in the divorce. She died without a royal title. Camilla received the ultimate one. Camilla wore the crown the institution stripped from Diana. And the country's answer? 42%. The country crowned her and still said no. The crown didn't fix the numbers. It made them worse. You know why? Because every time the country sees Camilla wearing it, they remember the woman it was meant for. Act 20, the last one. The one Diana filed herself. Number 20. Diana documented everything. This is the one Charles cannot defend Camilla from. No PR team can counter it. No rehabilitation campaign can outrun it. Diana recorded tapes for Andrew Morton. She sat for the Panorama interview. She shared her story with friends, with confidants, with journalists. And she did it while she was still alive, while the evidence was fresh, while the palace was trying to control every word she said. The act wasn't Camilla's. The act was Diana's. She documented everything, every affair, every humiliation, every bracelet, every photograph, every phone call, every dinner party she wasn't invited to, every weekend at Highgrove she spent alone in London, and she left that documentation to her sons. William carries it now. In his ring, in his children's vocabulary, in his policies, in the way he runs his household, in the reboot he named after his mother, in every decision he makes as heir. Diana's documentation is the list. William is the collector, and every single act on this list, all 20, is being collected, one by one. While Camilla is still wearing the crown she was never meant to have. Those were the 20 acts Camilla committed against Diana, laid out in authorized biographies, recorded tapes, published transcripts, and Diana's own words. But the acts created something else, a son with the memory of all 20 and the power to respond to everyone. The acts were committed against Diana, but the price tag lands on Camilla in the form of 15 fortunes she'll lose the second Charles is gone. If you want to see those 15 fortunes, that video is right here.